Well, if you're joining us from Facebook, welcome. This is Pamtengo Radio, the People's Radio. We're live. And I told you last week that I had promised that I would have Zahara with me in talking to her virtually about a new album, which I'm really excited about, because when I listened to it, I was like, wow. This girl has definitely maintained, and she's even doing better. So I'm so glad to say that she's here with us today. Zahara, how you doing?
I'm good, and I'm excited too. And thanks for having me on the show.
Thank you very much. I am so much in love already. You know, I had to play the live clip that I played from the summers of 2012. That was amazing. Like, I was there in the auditorium. We came for the summer awards, and I was so excited to have to see you live and do your thing with the guitar. And it was so unique. Everything was just out of this world. So I said to myself, if I'm going to have to talk to her, I definitely have to play that live version of Loliwe. So tell me, in fact, I should start by saying congratulations on your new album.
Thank you so much. I know people, they were waiting for it.
Yes.
I was called in Switzerland, I was called in Germany, and everybody in the islands and everything. We were. Because they said, Zahara, come on. We want to be healed. We understand we are dancing right now. We want to be healed. So it is.
And talking about that, Nqaba Yam means to enjoy. Is that it?
Nqaba Yam, no, it's Nyamezela. That means to enjoy.
Oh, to enjoy.
It's all about that. Nqaba Yam means whatever you are holding on into in your life that is keeping you going.
Yes.
Hold on to it. Whatever in your life that keeps you going each and every day, that gives you a chance to make a choice. Hold on to it. If you remember, I think it was 2015 or 2014.
Yes.
There was a woman that gave birth on top of a tree. She hung on into the tree. There was an earthquake. I think was it in Asia or Zimbabwe?
And we had another situation with Zimbabwe as well, with Cyclone Idai. Yes.
Yes. But that one hanged on, and then she gave birth on top of the tree.
Yeah.
So whatever in your life is Nqaba Yam. Whatever you hang on into, me, it's God. Wow. For you, it can be your mother. For you, it can be water. For you, it can be your pajama. For you, it can be whatever what you see, it keeps you going. For me, it's God and my guitar.
Wow. So just keep hanging on to it. That's what this album is about.
It's just about that. As long as you still have a day, that means you have a chance to make a choice. But now, it depends on you, the choices that you make.
I love that. You know, it takes me to a verse that I love from the Bible that says that it's Deuteronomy 30:19, I think. It says that we've been given a choice between life and death. So it's really entirely up to us. It's a free will thing. It's what you decide to do with your life. So this is very powerful. And speaking of, to add that, to add to the whole thing with you saying that Nyamezela means endure. So it means whatever you might have to go through, just endure, just keep going, do what you have to do.
I was listening to this morning, there's this clip, the video. This guy said, when Lazarus died, no, not when he died, when he was sick, their sisters, they sent a letter to Jesus. And then Jesus said to the sisters, he's not going to die from the sickness. Don't worry.
Yes.
Yes. And then Lazarus died. And then Jesus came after, I think, a day. After a day. And he just said, Lazarus, come forth. That means whatever situation you go through in your life, it does not determine your future.
The situation is not unto death. Wow, that's so
No.
powerful.
Whatever today, what people are saying about you or what you are going through now does not determine your tomorrow and your future.
Wow, I always love it when I get to meet artists like you that, you know, have that whole a strong belief and that they use that a lot in their day to day. I find that to be very, very powerful. And talking about that, you are one person who's actually who's had to hang on, I would say. 2017, you parted ways with TS Records. And there was a little talk about that. And some people saying whatever they said about the whole situation. And what is amazing for me is that you've still kept on. And here we are today with this album that we've been waiting for. How have people generally responded to the album itself?
Let me tell you something. People I know, some they even clapped me for actually producing a good album. So they don't just slap me because they would be like, we've been waiting for this healing. So I've been number one, even on the day of the release, and then all over the world, there was number one on the day of the release. And it's not even about that. When I do my music, that's why I can make hits every day.
I believe so.
I can do, let me do you something right about now. You called me and I couldn't answer because I didn't know how to use whatever link you gave me.
Wow.
So for me, it's not about making hits, it's about telling my life story so that the people, they can find their life story and my story.
Wow. The country girl for sure. The country girl for sure. No, Loliwe had major successes, selling over 500,000 copies. I hope I'm right, you know, after its release. How do you see the current album? It's already a masterpiece, if you ask, because I've really followed on the first day that it got released. And I was like, wow, the way people are so into this album. How is it doing in terms of sales itself? Because I see you've also gone to do the whole, you're using a lot of the digital sales online kind of thing. How is that going with the new album?
All I was just going to say, I'm still number one.
Powerful.
So, for now, I'll find out the rates and everything where I'm at, but I'm still number one. And it's because of my supporters. And thank you so much.
We love you. That's why we even had to look for you whilst we're out here. We're like, no, we need to look for this girl. We need the country girl.
And you waited.
I did. I was very patient.
You know the song that you waited for me. Just for me.
I did exactly that. And thank you so much for coming through. Now, my favorite, you're gonna have to help me pronounce it, okay? My favorite song of the album at the moment is Ndi Kede.
Dingete kulendawe ndikuyo. Dingete andizivamna. Dingete kulendawe ndikuyo. Dingete andizivamna.
Wow. That's such a, the first time I listened to it, it just had an effect on me. But what I didn't realize was that it was a gospel song. Am I correct? Is it a gospel song?
Okay. Depends what you take gospel to be. Like my album is gospel. Gospel is good news.
Okay, I get it.
If I'm giving you good news, that's gospel.
So yes, I think that's how I felt when I listened to that particular song. I was like, it's just done something to me. It's just done something to me.
Yeah, I was talking to God then.
Powerful, powerful. Your family, because even I trying to get a hold of you, you say that I'll talk to your brother. Your family seems quite involved in what you do now. I don't know if it's always been like that. How has that been compared to working with, record labels and stuff?
I'll say everybody got their ups and downs. But me being with my family, it covered. Even if we quarrel, we argue, we do whatever. At least they're learning, and everybody enjoy, even my cousin. Um, we will quarrel, we will fight, we will do whatever, but at least it's at home.
Mhm.
It's at home, but now for me, it's comforting because I know I'm with the people, my blood.
That's so true. Now, having parted with TS
Yeah.
Records, there were a lot of issues that came about. I mean, look, we depend on what we read. Some of it doesn't sound authentic, and some of it will sound authentic. My question would be, with the differences that you guys had, you know, a back and forth, more like a back and forth thing between, you know, the record label and you. Have you been able to sort of, you know, resolve the issues? Have you come to a certain agreement? What is the situation like at the moment?
There's no agreement, there's no nothing.
Still nothing.
They have money. And secondly,
Mm-hmm.
they put up my music, took out my music from all digital platforms, and then they put them back. Maybe they need
Mm-hmm.
again. Even now, you can actually go and access Loliwe. You won't find Loliwe. You won't find nothing.
Wow.
So, for me,
yes,
I had to get upon myself. Do you know the strength that I had to actually say, Zahara, you've been singing and helping people to empower themselves. I had to empower myself and say, okay, mtholo wami uyandisinda. Ndincede. Like the songs Ndincede.
yes, yes.
Andiziva kule ndawo ndikuyo. Because where I was, it wasn't okay. So it's not about them. I still have this voice. They never gave me the voice.
That's true. No
They
one
never wrote songs for me. They never helped me to play that guitar. So if I still, another day, I can still pick myself up and go, then God will deal with them.
Wow, that is so powerful. And what would you say to young artists that I ask this question many times to many artists that I talk to? What do you say to young people, anyone who's just starting out in music, and maybe what they bring into the table is their talent, and obviously there's record labels all over in the world, and they probably get a deal on the table.
Yeah.
They do sign, you know, on the black and white, and things don't go the way they would have expected. What do you say to artists or people that are getting into music today?
I was gonna say, like I always say, don't be stupid like I was when I got in. But I wasn't stupid. I just came to inspire and give hope.
And you've been doing a great job for the last 5 albums, I would say.
Thank you so much.
Because I think the Loliwe, there was the second one, was it
Ndula, Country
yes,
Girl,
yes.
And this one, Nqaba Yam.
It's like you've totally just maintained. I listened to the album because, you know, obviously because I was talking to you guys, and when the album then came out, I took time and I listened to the whole album. It's got a touch, like you're saying, it's a feel-good album. It's got a touch to it. You just go back to Loliwe, you're going through to Pendule, you're going into Country Girl. It just takes you through everything, and then, you know, it's now packaged in the 5th album, and it's sounding even better. And the guitar is always just so outstanding. It's amazing, and so it's for me, it's celebratory. I actually didn't realize that there was an album coming, but I was just saying, I really want to talk to her. She's blessed us with her music. And then to find out that there was an album coming, not just an album coming, and then the album gets to get released. And it's a big album. I'm so excited to be talking to you. I mean, look, you have over 15 awards to your name.
Not 52.
Wow, girl.
You
tell me about some of them. Only
be God. Some of them is the Summers,
yes,
South African Awards, which are 24, and some there's Afrima, which are 5, and there's Channel O, there's Glamour Awards, there's You Magazine. There's so many.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's really like,
right there.
your music speaks for you. Your music does speak for you. Whatever situation you might find yourself in terms of, you not having the best of deals out there in terms of, contracts and stuff, but your music does speak for you. I mean, 52 awards.
Yep.
Wow. Wow. And this is only like 5 albums. And you're still quite young, so we should be expecting a whole lot, out of.
What if I am retiring now?
No, please don't. Whatever you do, don't go there. Don't go there.
I'm joking. I will never retire. I'm sure I will die on stage like Mama Miriam Makeba.
That's the one that came to my mind as well. Exactly.
Mama Miriam Makeba. Do you know she passed on my birthday? 9th November.
Wow, that's your birthday.
Yeah, 9th.
It's like she's passed on the baton, girl. She did pass on the baton. You have to live up to it.
Queen had to go, so the princess.
Oh,
that is
powerful
not nice.
stuff.
To meet her.
I know. It's like people like the likes of Aretha Franklin and them. They were truthful to the game right until the end. You know what I mean? It's so amazing that we have women that really stand in the gap and say we will make music until whenever. And I'm so happy that there was a time when we felt that maybe you'd given up.
I wanted to 2014 not give up on music, but because when I came here, I came to inspire people and give hope. But now, all of a sudden, they're telling me I'm in the industry, and the industry is polluted, is dangerous. And I did not come to the industry. I came to the people that need help, people that they need hope, people that need to be inspired. And then now the politics of the industry started. So I told my mother, Mama, I'm going to come back home and go sing my cows and go sing for whoever at the village where I come from. The people that they need help. And then my mother said to me, okay, Mtanam is my child in Xhosa. Okay, Mtanam, remind me again, why did you come where you at? I was like, I came to inspire and give hope. And then she said, oh, okay. So do you think you were going to be praised for inspiring and giving hope? Have people praised Jesus when he died for them? They've never. Some they do. So it's not about that. You continue with your calling, whatever you were born with. Continue with your calling. It's not about being praised. Continue. Like I was going to say to everybody that is young out there, like from the village, from the suburb, from everywhere. If you have a vision, it doesn't really matter if you want to be a musician or you want to be a doctor or you want to be a pilot. But this is what kept me going. Everything may be rushing on me. Everything may be too slow on me. But I'll be holding it down. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. That's destiny.
Oh, listen to that. Wow. Very, very strong message in that. You know where you're going and you keep going. You know where you're going, so you're going to keep going. Powerful vocals.
Don't rush it.
I love it.
Don't rush it. In your own time, the timing of God or whatever, if you believe in your ancestors, whatever, in its own timing, it will come.
It will happen. It doesn't tarry. Just wait for it. Wow.
And keep on keeping on while you're waiting for it.
You girls have such great personalities. I mean, most of the artists that I talk to, even the ones from Zimbabwe, the female artists, I don't know what it is with women in the arts. You become really serious powerhouses. I mean, it's not just you're not just doing it for the art or doing it for the culture or whatever. It's actually from the heart. It's that I hear that desperation to want to send a positive message out, with which I totally love. I've spoken to quite a few artists that are still quite young, and I love that drive. It's not just about, you know, the rock and roll getting popular, everybody talking about you. It's really also wanting to send a message, and you stand out as well as one of those artists that really are in that space of just wanting to send the message out there to inspire people, to give people hope, not to just be Zahara, you know, the girl with the guitar, the girl with you know, the great music, but it's also the message that you're putting out. Now, I know that last Friday you were back in East London. How did that go? Because this is like your hometown. How did that go?
Oh, it was hectic.
I think I spoke to you on the day. Everything was just wow.
Yeah, it was hectic because you must remember, for them, I'm their daughter. I'm somebody's sister there. And I'm like a sister to everybody. And I'm a daughter to everybody.
In the village.
And I'm an aunt to everybody. So it was just amazing.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
Even them. I'm sure they were worried, even themselves. Is Zara gonna actually release? They were, because they know I held them, and I picked their spirit up. It was just amazing. It was overwhelming. I promise.
Oh, so sweet. I just felt it that way when you were posting and saying that you would be in East London on Friday. I was like, I really need to follow up on this, because this should
it was. You do not understand how people they were on stage. They just. I understand when we perform, everybody just wants, but it's like they feel like they are entitled to be on stage.
I hear you, because your family like that.
Exactly.
Oh, sweet. So now you've released the video to Nyamezela, right? Yes. Have you done any other videos to the album?
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to come out very soon.
Great stuff. And what else can we expect, you know, in terms of what's happening around the album?
Obviously, I'll be touring around to each and everybody.
Please, I know there's COVID, but please come to the UK as well.
Yes, and I postponed. I was supposed to be there.
Oh, really?
It was postponed. UK, Germany, Switzerland, yeah.
We hope things get better. We really would love to see you on stage. And I know you've also performed with the likes of, you know, from Zimbabwe, the late Oliver Mtukudza. I actually have a few pictures.
That's my father.
Oh, how so sweet. How was he with you in terms of the industry?
That's what I'm saying. That's my father.
Oh, that's so powerful. I've seen a few pictures of you together. I was like, oh, this is so sweet. And I know you've performed together as well. Even the time you came to Zimbabwe.
It wasn't about performing together. Do you know, on his birthday, before he passed on, on his birthday, I don't know what happened to the flights in Joburg.
Yeah.
Yeah, or then my bag did not land there. It landed in Cape Town. I didn't have nothing. He bought me a dress. I was supposed to bring him a present. Bought me a dress.
Wow.
And clothes. That's so how we
amazing.
are.
How so amazing.
And when he called me, I don't sleep at the hotel, sleep at his house.
Oh.
He's been a father like that too.
Oh, that's so beautiful. It's really nice to know, because he's, you know, obviously myself being from Zimbabwe, he's one of our, you know, he's the best to you know, to say the least. And it was really sad when he passed away, because we still were expecting quite a lot, you know, him nurturing the other young artists. He was doing a lot of collabos with a lot of the younger artists that were singing a different kind of sound, but he'd accommodated them, and we were looking forward to a whole lot. But, you know, God's time is God's time, and I'm so happy that he also had influences. He's an international artist, but he had influences on, you know, young big artists as you. It's also good to just know that. So what else do I want to talk about in terms of your personal life? Should we expect anything in your personal life besides music?
Let's not get there.
I knew someone you were going to say, the music.
I just know I'm glowing because of something.
Oh, there we go. That's all you needed to say.
I'm glowing because of something. Just that. Let's not dwell onto it.
I know when you're ready, we will know. We can see it all over you. So when we're ready, when you are ready, we will know about it. It's been really wonderful, and I know how your schedule is like. This is why we couldn't even do this last week. So I've promised that I'm gonna try and make sure it's a very short interview. This is why I didn't even get to play music in between, because I just wanted us to talk and then let you go, because I know it's photo shoots, it's all those things that you're doing around the album. But it's been a pleasure, and I can't even say I wish you all the best, because I see all the best just happening, in front of you, and so excited about the album, and hope to speak to you again. Maybe this time you'll be in the UK performing.
And I'm going to force you. I will call you if I want to talk, because you forced me to talk. I will force you to get me an interview.
I'm here.
Yeah, right there. But I wanted to say to the people, I know we are facing this pandemic, right?
Yes.
And there are so many people that lost their jobs, and people dead. Some, they lost their mothers, their sisters, their children, and everything else. Never lose hope. As long as you're still here, you can still do it again. Wow. Family is what you make it.
That is absolutely true. And thank you for just, strengthening us with your album in such a situation, for an artist to come out with a feel-good album, an album that's saying, look, whatever space you are in, just keep going. Whatever you believe in, just keep holding on to it and keep going. Thank you very much for such a strong message, the message that you've also put into song on a new album. I'm going to play one song, and then, we'll say for now, I don't know if you want to say anything else to all your fans.
My fans, I love you. I love you. Make me number one again. I love you. Keep on it. I love you.
You're so full of life. Thank you so much, Zahara. I'm going out with this song, which is the title to the new album. So there you are. We've been talking to Zahara. So full of life, so blessed with the music and the right words.
Nqaba Yam is a link, was in the link, darling, Bazame unens Asia tanamda yataseka Kaltu kelwinka esiposa ndamosa sula kaloku maya badelinga kitika ike gendesiva disasi wokweni kalesa kalu